it's chilly and cold, but no, it's warm outside, and
It's like
that's how I like it. And it's probably how the players would like it too. They don't
Yeah.
want to be too cold playing. And we're about to kick off right here. Nathan Dragicic for Duquesne. He'll get to one of his defenders in the backfield, and we're underway. And Angel boots it down the field quickly, and that's headed by Fordham.
Seems like a little bit of a stacking play, just kicking it around right now. Getting competitive though.
Daniel Espeleta was double teamed, but he was able to pass the ball forward. And after an attempted block, I shouldn't say block, after that pass was deflected off Fordham's player, Noshiman was able to get the ball, and he passed it to his teammates. This is Torga Videborg now with the ball slowly. Moving up the field, just pass it across to Christopher Angel. Ekelin will boot it down, trying to hit Maxi Hopfer, but that's headed by Fordham. Hopfer trying to pass it across in the middle. Kasha and another Fordham player jump in there. Ekelin. Back to Torita. Harden and Moxness will just boot it down, but Fordham is able to head that as well.
Yeah, one thing I do notice from Duquesne, from any other A10 team, is that they take their time taking the ball up the field, as compared to some other A10 teams where they just absolutely kick it downfield and try to get their shot right as soon as possible.
Noshiman just passed it to Angel, and number 8 for Fordham, Delatioglu. He would have ran a little faster. Maybe he could have got to that ball and maybe attempted a shot, you don't know. As you see, Callum James passed it back to his teammate, and Fordham trying to go up the field, but Duquesne just is able to kick it back near its net, and Noshiman will pass it to Moxness. Moxness, as you said, Peter, slowing it down. They're just trying to find space, create space, and just trying to get someone open. Noshiman. Just take his time. Trapping the ball down. Up ahead, that's headed by Fordham. And maybe a little tag going on as Harper Cook has it. Back to Dragicic, quick pass to Hopfer. Hopfer trying to dance his way around. Ekelin up the middle, tried to pass it to Kasha, but it went right through his legs, and Fordham regains possession.
It looks like Ash was trying to thread the needle there for that pass, but Fordham took advantage of that.
Harper Cook coming back to play defense now for Duquesne. From the left side toward the middle. And Jesper Moxon is just going to let that ball go out of play. And we'll have a goal kick now from Noshiman, and he just passes it quickly to Moxness, to Videborg in the middle. And Eklund. A block there. And that ball goes out of play behind the end line. As you see, one of Fordham's players down, that's number 9, Ben Lukparik.
Oh, it looks like, oh, they're saying a 4. Oh, never mind, not goal kick.
Free kick. That shot's...
That's a good save by Dom.
Made sure he dived to make that save, and it was good for Duquesne right there. Videborg, Moxness near the sideline, boots it up the field, too far for Maxi Hopper and Callum James.
Yeah, it was a good attempt to get it to Maxi Hopper. Looks like he overshot that ball there.
There's Callum James, 0-1-3 so far this season. 5th game that he's played. Gets to start and nod, and it would be huge if he could have a very good performance. Ball goes out of play, and he goes to Duquesne. As it'll be Moxness who'll throw in it. Right around midfield near the 50. Moxness throws it. Whistle's blown.
It was a bad throw.
Throw it too early, maybe? Everyone's trying to figure out what's happening, and yeah, Moxness just threw it before
What's
the refs were ready.
Yep.
So now the rethrow, Hopfer controls it. Triple teamed, passes it to Harden. Blocked, and now Fordham trying to attack. And that's Espolita going down, and that's hit by Harden. The ball goes off Harden behind
Corner
the
kick
line, and it would be
for
a corner
Fordham.
kick for Fordham. Daniel Espolita scored the goal for Fordham in their team's last matchup against St. Joseph's. Ended in a 1-1 tie. They were actually up the whole 86 minutes. As you see the corner kick, it looked like it deflected off Fordham. They just keep playing. And it'll be another corner kick for Fordham.
Another corner for the
What you
Rams.
want to see from Duquesne is that they're always going to try to go for the ball after the initial either header that goes out back into the field, rather than trying to save it.
To the middle, but Drakasic was ready for that. Noshimbin dives to the right to make sure the ball trickled right, Peter. And good thing Noshimbin saw that, because I think Noshimbin was ready for that ball to go. It was super fast, but the fact that it slowly trickled.
Yeah, it seems like one thing that you see after corner kicks is
Corner
that it's
kick
rather
number
not the
3
kick
for
from the
Fordham.
corner that's the most dangerous part. It's the part that when the ball is kept away from the goal.
Another corner kick by Fordham. Moxness was able to head it out. Fordham is still able to keep this in play, and Duquesne struggling to keep it out of their side of the field right now. And that's got to give some momentum to Fordham. To the middle, Hopfer, that's headed by number 5, Fabrin for Fordham. And that ball seemed to hit off Anthony Harden, it looked like. So Fordham will get another free kick here, and this is number 6, Ben Shepard, one of its midfielders who will take this kick.
Yeah, it seems like Fordham has a bit of momentum here. It seems like they're trying to get kick after kick right into the goal.
Shepard, way far to the left. Noshimbin didn't even really need to jump up to make the save, but he did there. And I mean, for Noshimbin, Peter, it's good for him to take all the time that he can to get rid of that ball, because Duquesne's got to get this ball out of its side of the field.
Yeah, one thing that I think they're going to try to do following that game from Pitt is just trying to be back with energy on the offensive end. Because defensively, they've been really great this whole season, but Pitt really knocked them in the teeth there. But maybe they're going to try to regain their energy here.
Yeah, Duquesne has been ranked three times in the top 25 so far this year. They've been ranked number 25 twice and number 24 once, as you see. Number 4, Connor Duauer kicked that ball out near the sideline. But yeah, with the idea that Duquesne's been having a very good season, and then they had the loss to Pitt. Going into that Pitt game, they only gave up 7 goals, and they gave up 5 last week. So, not last week, on Monday. So definitely for head coach Chase Brooks and the Duke's coaching staff, they had a lot of work to do this week, and they realized that this team is still good, though, but they realized that there's still so much to improve, as you see. Dragasic tried to throw the ball inside the box. I think he was trying to throw more inside the middle of the box. No one was able to connect for Duquesne, and Fordham is able to get the ball back, as Callum will boot this away.
Yeah, it seems like Duquesne's really trying to gear up for the playoffs here, being ranked in the 25, as you said, 3 times this season. When Dayton being ranked, I believe now they're 19th. So it's good to see that soccer in the A10 is very competitive.
As you see, Moxness will just kick it out. It was Duquesne's senior night. They had a private ceremony before the game in which they honored its final year players in Rodrigo Alberos, Nick Smith, Nate Drakasic, Logan Muck, Adi Akinjobin, Anthony Harden, Kendall Newman, and Dominic Noshimbin. So the idea, Peter, that today is their senior night, and for those guys, potentially their last home game, possibly their last home game at Rooney Field. I mean, it's something special.
I mean, hopefully they will try to end this off with a win here, but it's good to see that their collegiate careers really shine on a great end of the season, because being ranked 3 times in the top 25 3 times a season, that's a thing that not even many college teams have. So
Moxness passed it to Castro as he was turned. He was tripped up by number 4 for Fordham, Conrado Duauer. The ball went off Duquesne as well, and Fordham was able to throw it in, and they still have possession. As that 17, shot, save made by Noshimbin. That was kicked. That shot was attempted by Jacob Gussing.
Yeah, Torgay was right on the ball carrier there. Great defense.
That was a good. I would say that was also a good job by Gussing. I mean, there was like 3 Dukes players on him, and the idea that he was still able to earn up the middle and even attempt a shot. It's little things like that, even though it's not a goal, but it's the little things like that that can keep your momentum up, keep the momentum up, and keep your mindset up, and in which you think to yourself, all right, we were close, well, we'll just continue to work on that, and eventually one of those opportunities might turn into a goal.
Yeah, fundamentals is a good thing across many sports, especially soccer.
Booted. Booted and then headed by Conrado Duauer. Fordham, that's number 6, Ben Shepard with the ball. He's just gonna kick it downfield. Dominic Noshimbin will he won't let that ball go past the end line, and Torga Viteborg and the Dukes, they'll regroup. Moxness near the left sideline, he decides to run with it. Middle to Hopfer, but it was stolen by Gussing. But then Duquesne was able to take it back as Ekelin, Cook, Hopfer across to the middle, trying to pass it to Harden, but the ball didn't go to him as quickly as Duquesne wanted it to go. Viteborg just turns Delatioglu in order to make sure that Delatioglu didn't have a chance to break away with that.
Yeah, one thing that I've been noticing from Torgay all season is that how he just stops players from just rushing down the field. Just turns, stops the ball, and gets it, and repossesses the ball for the Dukes.
Yeah, he has been good. He's been good at doing that all year. That's a fact. I would definitely say, oh, here's an opportunity here. This is 10. Daniel Espolita shot it wide to the left. It's just a little far to the left.
It looks like Dom was trying to get ready there. You can see him just really getting there, but he just notices it's going to be far left. Just gets right back up.
Oh, I didn't even see I didn't even see until the replay that it went off. That shot went off the leg of Viteborg, and
corner kick.
A corner kick is
for
going to
the
be
Rams.
given to Fordham. That's Ben Shepard. The corner kick for Fordham. Here's a shot that's off of Harden, not out of play, headed and saved.
Good positioning by Dominic Nashkevin there.
That was Timo Umrich.
Yeah, one thing that we've been seeing, especially from Dominic, is that his positioning is just really elite when it comes to the A10 goalies. We saw against I guess it was St. Bonaventure game when one goal came into question, when it seems like the ball crossed over the line, but Dominic was right there to prevent it.
Oh, yes, that's right. I do remember saying that some of the other people that I talked to. Noshimbin also has 7 shutouts on the season. Something you cannot sleep and ignore, and that's a nice slide tackle there by Duquesne. That was Cameron Torita with the slide tackle to Kasha. Kasha turns, passes back to Harden. Kasha on the left sideline, running it. There's 4 Fordham players and loses possession of it. And I think the push there, or are they going to say a kick? Kasha was kicked there. Fordham doesn't like the call. Duquesne will accept it, obviously.
Hey, anytime you get the ball, you got to take it, man.
And Dragosic will take this free kick opportunity as Fordham will start trying to build a wall. 20 yards out. Dragosic will not shoot that, as it'll be asked Ekelin now. We'll see if Ekelin decides to shoot or pass on this free kick opportunity here. Places the ball where he wants to.
This would be very interesting, especially since Ask is Duquesne's leading scorer.
You are sure right, Peter. 7 goals, 1 assist, 15 points. Ekelin shoots in, and that's in.
That's a great shot from Ask. He curved that thing like my professor curved my midget grade.
Eklund. That is his 8th goal of the season. And Duquesne takes a 1-0 lead here in the first 15 minutes of this matchup. And that's exactly what you want. That's exactly what you want, what you expect for the Dukes. After, as you said, Peter, losing 5-2 against Pitt last game, you wanted to start off better, and that's how you do it. I mean, they were down 2-0 early against Pitt. Never like being down early, and now Duquesne's up in this game.
Yeah, here comes the kick, and right into the top left corner, just drops right underneath. It's a great shot.
For Eklund, I mean, he could see too that Callum James was like, his body seemed positioned to be more of the left side anyway. Like, it seemed like he knew like the ball was going to the left side anyway. So it looked like he would have had a good opportunity to block it, but Eklund put it in the right spot to make sure that James could not get to it. And that shot by Fordham was saved by Noshimbin. Just hits it with his hands down to the ground. And Noshimbin will just decide to roll the ball to the right, to his right, to Vitteborg. Vitteborg and Angel. Fordham look like they want to apply some pressure. Noshimbin to Tarita. Moxness near the left sideline. He'll sprint within, realizing that he's got space to run. Passes it to Harden on the left side. Harden starting to run in the middle.
Yeah, one thing you're going to see from Duquesne is that they always try to make the ball go into the other side, but from the edge, not rather down in the middle of the field, as you see from a lot of other teams in the conference.
Fordham gets the ball back. Callum James will try and boot it to one of his teammates. That's a pretty good boot, actually. Moxness is able to head in. Harden. That's his ball that's going to go into the
hands of Dom.
Hands of Dom. Beat me to it, Peter.
Yeah, I know you're going to say something along those lines, so I had to finish the sentence for you.
For Fordham, I mean, we're going to look at this replay here.
It looks like Jesper just tries to prevent number 10, Daniel Espeleta, from Fordham to get to the ball. So great job by Jesper.
Yeah, and Espeleta, he's one of those guys for the Rams that Duquesne has to watch out for, especially with the idea that Nathan Symes isn't starting. Don't know if he'll play at all. So Espeleta, their next best scorer. Oh, how about this? Hopfer up the middle to Kasha, and Kasha's able to score, and it's 2-0 Duquesne.
What a great pass by Maxi there, right from the side. He really threaded the needle there right to Kasha. Kasha had a great open look, and that was a great goal by Duquesne.
Man, if you're Fordham, you can't really let someone with the speed like Kasha get open like that. And we're going to see on this replay, first of all, just credit a nice cross pass to Kasha by Hopper. Callum James was just, I think he was just kind of shocked that Kasha had so much space to shoot and no one was really pressuring him. It's just a great play overall. And Duquesne takes a 2-0 lead. This is exactly the start that you wanted for the Dukes. After giving up 5 goals last game, you scored too quickly, and this is really, if you want to think about it, this is Duquesne's game to lose. You think about it, no excuses now. You have a 2-0 lead, and for Fordham, they're just going to try and do everything they can to get back at this one. Trying to head it toward the net. It's 22, Jaspis Christoforou.
Duquesne here trying to get ready for the offensive possession.
It's Christoforou.
Yeah, there's a good header, but looks like he didn't have that much air to go underneath into the net. So Domino was right there to stop it.
I mean, yeah, right idea for Christoforou too. If he couldn't really get the angle to shoot it, might as well head it, because you never know. Maybe the ball somehow slips through Dom's hands. I mean, probably unlikely, but you just never know.
Yeah, YOLO, right? Might as well.
Vitteborg to Harden. No, Torito, my apology. Harden was trying to get to the ball. And some nice quick volley passes by Fordham. Trying to turn. And that's number 5. Sebastian Fabrin.
Yeah, Duquesne defense here really trying to prevent the ball to go across that blue line there.
And a quick pass, but it's stolen by Duquesne. And Callum will just go up and grab that to make the save.
He really bombed that one right down the field, but Collins right there to stop it.
This is Duauer to Cristoforu. Back to Duauer. And he'll just pass it back to James. James to the left sideline. Some nice quick passes that Fordham that they are making.
It looks like Duquesne defense though is really trying to prevent all those passing lanes to be open though.
That's Duauer dancing away. Shepard with it now. 2 guys on. Espolita, team's captain. It's headed. Oh, that's so close. Florian Delutioglu. Oh, he could have trimmed Duquesne's lead down to only 1. Noshman didn't even look like he was ready for that at all.
Yeah, it looks like they got lucky there. It looks like they're lucky. Let's see the replay here. It's a good pass right there.
Good pass. Delutioglu headed.
And you could just see that.
Dom's back was turned for like at least a second, maybe even 2.
You can see that Florian was a little bit upset that he was so close to getting that goal in, but not quite. Not quite.
It's instances like that too. Say whatever the final score is at this game. Say if Fordham loses or ties, you just look at that.
And you can see, yeah, it could have been a game changer. Absolutely.
It really could have, but it could also be a game changer right now for Duquesne to maybe play even better defense, as Angel just passes the ball back to Noshman, and Noshman will just kick it to his left side to Moxness. Kasha's got space, and he's got time to run with the ball, and he decides to quick pass. Ekelin, Torito, and Angel.
But what some great passes there by Duquesne.
And then that's just kicked out by Fordham.
Fordham kicked that one right into A-Walk there.
And then a quick throw-in. That's headed by Fordham. Dragosic wanted to try and head it in himself.
Oh! Getting a bit chippy there.
Conrado Duauer just pushed Dragosic down, and we got some more pushing going on.
Here comes
Ekelin just fell on the ground. Some cards will definitely be distributed. Ekelin then just pushed Sebastian Fabrin. Jack Slaus is trying to stop Cristoforu from causing even more trouble. Hop first talking to the officials, wondering what just happened.
Man, if I was Maxie, I'd wondering the same thing too. What just happened?
And there's the 4th-year head coach for Fordham, Carlo Acquista.
Yeah, but it looked like Duauer got a little bit upset there that Nate Dragosic would try to make a header over him.
Duauer trying to make a case for Fordham on why they had to push Dragosic. Either that or why they had to fight back. So here's the play that led up to it. Let's take a look here.
Yeah, Dragosic really tried to make a header there, but yeah, then Duauer just got upset and just pushed Dragosic right down into the ground.
I wonder with the idea that Dragosic turned his head if he potentially said anything to make Duauer that upset. Because Duauer really, the ball didn't go in the net. But I did see Dragosic turn his head. He might have said something to him for Duauer to get upset. I mean, or he might have just been upset that Dragosic made contact with him. But if that was the case, I mean, you might think if it was really that necessary.
Yeah, it looks like a yellow card was also given to Ekelin there. So, 1 yellow card per team.
Maybe we'll see the physicality start to increase after that, as this ball is just booted out by Fordham.
Yeah, it's a conference game. It's heading into the playoffs. Things are bound to get a little bit competitive here. You can even hear the fans getting a little bit into it here, too.
And Cook would just throw it in. Potential attack here. And this is a shot that goes high above the crossbar. Daniel Espolita, one of the team's captains, shot that ball right over the net.
Yeah, it seems like Ask was right there just to really try to get him to shoot as soon as he can, because he knew that if he was trying to shoot while he was moving, that wouldn't be a good shot. So good job of Ask Eklund there, really pressuring the offense.
This is Espolita's shot, yeah, high above the crossbar. There, and with that ball going out of play, goal kick was given, and now you see Jesper Moxness running to the left side, passes it to his left to Harden. Harden being pressured by Shepard, and Vitteborg will just dump it down. Oh, Maxi Hopfer. He saw that number 5 Sebastian Fabren. Didn't seem like he really wanted to control the ball there. It looked like he just wanted to give it early to Callum James. Hopfer was trying to get to that ball and wasn't able to do so. Harden now trying to save it for Duquesne. Harden was tripped up by 22, Savas Christoforou. It looks like the ball will still be to Duquesne.
It looks like Arden's getting up now too. Good thing to see.
Foul on Savas Christoforou. He's not too happy there, as he thought he was playing physical.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he made major physical contact. Looks like that. Just some tripping there, but nothing too harsh. Let's see here. Kick to Dom. Just going to kick it around here, try to get it right around to the offense.
Angel trying to clear this ball out of his side of the field. Wasn't able to do so, and now it's Shepard with it. Passes it to the left side and run into it. Pass across the middle. A shot that is blocked by Harden. Fordham, however, still regains possession. Ball is back to Fabren, and they'll regroup. Castro trying to use his speed, trying to deflect the pass, wasn't able to do so. Cook trying to play defense. Fordham still has it. Gasing, my apologies. Gasing has it. Tried passing it up ahead to his teammate, Delatioglu. Fordham, though, they're still able to get to this ball. Hopford running toward the sideline. He got tripped, but Jack Sloss was still able to keep it in. And Fordham, though, they're just doing a good job making sure that the ball's not on their side of the field. This is Espolita. Drags the ball around. We got a call here.
Looks like Ask is a bit upset there. I don't know what led up to the play. And it looks like a kick's going to be given to Fordham.
Free kick, it looks like. This is that Ben Shepard, looks like, toward the net, and it's in. And just like that, the Fordham Rams have trimmed Duquesne's lead down.
Fordham goal. Scored by number 3, Timo Humrick.
That's Timo.
Assisted by number 4, Conrado Duhauer.
And number 4, Conrado Duhauer with the assists. Let's take a look at this replay, Peter.
Yeah, it was just a good free kick, right? Oh, yeah, it looks like number 3 had some.
Goal was scored in the 25th minute.
Looks like he had some element into the play, extending his leg there. But
Jed Dixon, you just saw clapping there, loves how, and with that goal, that Fordham is back in it.
It looks like it's going to be a competitive game, and as we saw from the physicality earlier, it's going to be a good matchup.
Vitteborg running back, he'll just head it back to Noshiman. On that goal that was scored by Umeric, I just wondered if Noshiman, if that ball, I wonder if it went through his legs or if it just was put in a position in which Noshiman was in position to make the save. But either way, Duquesne's lead is only 1 goal. And that is a game momentum swing now for Fordham, as Duquesne realizes that they got to continue attack, and with 20 minutes left to go in the first half, and the whole second half ahead, is they're going to call Kasha for offside. That they're still going to play. Hopper was upset about something, but Callum Instead of kicking it from around the 35, he'll kick it inside the 30. Callum James boots it toward the left side, trying to boot it down towards someone from the left side of the field. Not sure who he was trying to hit to, but this pass now from Duquesne. Here's Maxie Hopper, tries to push. Actually, no, he does push number 4, Conrado Duauer. He wasn't too happy that Duauer ran past him, and with that, a collision was made as Callum James is now down to the ground. And
it looked like that Duauer kind of shoved Maxie off, and Maxie Hoffer kind of ran into James with collateral.
Yeah, Peter, let's look at the replay here. Oh, Maxie Hopper not doing himself any wonders there. He pushes Duauer after he got pushed, and as he was pushing him, he just accidentally made contact with Callum James there.
Yeah, it looked like Callum James' knee got a little bit of contact there. Hope he's okay.
Correction on the Fordham goal. The assist was by number 6, Ben Shepard.
We have a correction on the Fordham's first goal. Boomer scored the first goal.
And the assist was made by Shepard.
Yes, number 6, Ben Shepard. So James down, that gives Fordham time to get a water break and hydrate up, because the rest of this first half and the rest of this game should be dandy, as head coach for the Rams, Carlo Acquista, is going to run over to Callum James and see if he's okay. Now, Acquista looked like he was walking, but the refs and the trainers said he was okay, so he'll walk back. Carlo Acquista is in his 4th year with the Rams, won the Atlantic 10 title with Fordham in the 2020-21 school year. That was a weird year with the COVID pandemic and all. But the idea that Acquista was able to win the title with Fordham in his 2nd year, it was pretty impressive. And so even though, Peter, that Fordham is currently tied for 8th, I mean, can't really look past this team knowing that what they've been able to accomplish and what they have accomplished, especially winning a title. And
yeah, regardless of where they are in the standings, it's good to see that Fordham has been still competitive in the Atlantic 10 soccer sphere, because it's not like they're in bottom 4 and will be eliminated from the playoffs. So
Torito takes down number 8, Delatioglu, as they were trying to head for the ball.
It's good to see that Torito helps him right back up.
Yeah, I mean, the foul's on Delatioglu. I mean, it wasn't intentional at all. There's just 2 players trying to get to the ball.
Yep.
Here's Moxness left side. Moxness pressured by Espolita. Tries. He passes it to Dragosic. He tried to pass it real quick to Harden, and that was unfortunate there for Dragosic. Is the idea that if he was able to cleanly pass that ball, that Harden could have made a move toward the net on the left side. Vitteborg just passes it back to Noshaman inside the penalty area. Traps the ball for a second, and now Ekelund is down for Duquesne. Right near the sideline of both teams. Brooks isn't too happy about Ekelund being down. Clock continues to tick. Now it's stopped at 17:29. Noshaman doesn't seem too happy, I think, with the idea. The not the physicality, but I should say, in the sense, as we look at the replay here of what happened. Yeah, Ekelund seems to be holding his groin as number 9 for Fordham. Ben Lekperic had to seem to have done something to put Ekelund to the ground. He's back up, however, Ekelund is.
Yeah, Coach Chase having a little chat there with the refs.
So we'll see what the final outcome will be of this play.
It looks like both coaches are trying to make a case for one another.
That's not surprising at all, but we'll see.
Yeah, it seems like games going on later onto the season get more competitive, more physical, because we saw the game, I believe it was Davidson, where they went up with Dominic as he was trying to make a save, but Dominic didn't like that, and it got a bit chippy, but nothing physical. So maybe this seems like a little bit of the, not the epicenter, but climax, if you will, of really true competitive soccer for the A10.
I totally agree with you, Peter. Something that we should all keep in mind is, as I said earlier in the broadcast, that Duquesne is really hard to beat at home. They're 12-0-2 in its past 14 home games dating back to last year. But let me tell you something about Fordham, though. When they play in Pittsburgh against Duquesne, I mean, they can be tough to beat. I mean, the last time these two teams played was in 2018, which Fordham won. Duquesne, their last win against Fordham was in 2012 when they won 3-0. So it's not going to be an easy task.
Subbing in for Duquesne is number 12, Adi Akinjobin.
Now Adi Akinjobin will enter the game for Duquesne as Anthony Harden will hit the bench.
We can even tell from this little camera we got here that we have a good crowd going on here. So maybe with this, I guess, competitive atmosphere, if you will, we could have a little bit of more of a home field advantage. And
Yep.
Duquesne has a 5-0-1 record at home.
That is right. Yeah, Peter, when you said that earlier in the game that it was a good crowd, I thought it could have been better, but as the game has gone on, more people have started to fill the steps. Number 8 for Fordham. That's Florin Deli Tioglu. Booted it down the field. Ball went to Noshiman, and now Duquesne's trying to regroup here. Noshiman, Moxness. Boots in. Either trying to hit hop for a cash, it didn't work out too well, but Duquesne's still able to maintain possession. Eklund kicked the ball in the air to Akinjobin. Fordham was able to keep it in. Akinjobin trying to get it to his teammates. Akinjobin trying to dance away. He gets pushed to the ground. Fordham doesn't like that, but give a lot of credit to Akinjobin for keeping up with the ball and so close to dancing away from the Fordham players.
They're very quick and nimble with the ball there. Just really tries to make an agile cut, but just falls to the ground there. Gets the ball.
You could say his jersey was grabbed for a quick second. You could say his arm was pushed too. Akinjobin getting involved real quickly. Hasha. Pass it back to Akinjobin. Moxness is running back. He's playing a little bit of was playing as like a midfielder or attacker. Akinjobin has Ben Shepherd on him. Ben Shepherd pushes him. And they're going to say that the ball went off Shepherd last.
And Akinjobin giving the ball to Jesper there.
Here's Moxness. Kasha. Went off Shepherd once again. And another throw in for Duquesne. This time, Moxness throws it in a hop for Dragosic. Dragosic a little fake there, it looked like. Looked like he was going to pass it to the right, pass it to the left instead. Moxness. Shepherd tries booting it down the field. Delatioglu was the guy that was going to get that. That ball looked... Noshiman kicked it so high, I thought it was going to
Come
reach
towards
the
us.
press box.
Yeah.
Peter, you were thinking the same thing I was.
Yeah, I was getting ready to save
Entering the game for Fordham, number 14, Nathan Symes.
And there is number 14, Nathan Symes, who has entered the game for the first time today. Ben Lekperik will go to the bench. I had no idea going into this game why Symes wasn't starting, with the idea that he's the team's leading goal scorer with 12 points total and 5 goals. Doesn't shoot as much compared to his teammates Espolita, Delatioglu, Umric Shepherd. But he's still productive when he gets on the field. So let's see with Symes entering for the first time today, how productive or how much more productive Fordham can really be.
Yeah, perhaps Fordham's trying to go for a good depth going into the postseason.
Shepherd off his left foot, but that was caught by Noshiman. And give Noshiman a save there.
As I said before, positioning. That's the key for Dominic going into this game. Making a lot of saves here besides the 1 goal made by Fordham.
That is Noshiman's 6th save of the game already. His career high is 11, and he was able to accomplished that against Howard earlier this year. So he's already at 6.
Yep.
And think in mind, Peter, when they defeated Howard, it was 7-0, and the game was already done since the first half. But this game is not even close to being over. We're gonna have a whole second half too. Maybe Noshenben can break his own record tonight. Little does he might know that he has 6 saves, but he does at the moment. A throw-in by Fordham. It went off of Symes.
Checking in for the Dukes. Number 6, Tom Zabari.
And now for the
And
first
number
time today,
29,
Tom
Logan
Zabari
Mock.
and Logan Muck will enter for Duquesne, as Cameron Torito and Nathan Dragosic will hit the bench for now.
One thing I'm really excited to see is Tom Sabari. He's been really effective for Duquesne men's soccer, making a goal against Loyola Chicago earlier this season, and has made a plethora of many goals this season. I believe he has over 3, but I'll have to make sure of that.
Tom Zabari, ever since he scored that game-winning goal against Loyola Chicago, has had more playing time, and Coach Brooks has definitely been giving him more time as he continues to work every single day. As Callum will just boot it toward the right side, intended for Symes. Akinjobin heads it back to Moxness, and Moxness will now let the ball go down and hit the ground, and he'll just pass it to Noshenben. Noshenben to Angel. Angel back to Noshenben. Nathan Symes trying to attack. He was not going to get to that ball, and that's going to be headed by Dixon. Little joust going on near the right sideline. Hopfer to Cook. Jed Dixon. That was a good save there by Duquesne, because if that ball rolled out of bounds, it would have been off Cook. Cook shoots it right, but that's headed down by number 2, Jack Slaus. Ekelund passes it back to his left side to Akinjobin. Akinjobin gets pushed to the ground, and they're going to call a foul there.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that push by number 6 on Fordham, Ben Shepard, I knew that was going to be a whistle right there. Yeah, a little physicality there.
This is Hopfer. He tried passing it to the middle, didn't work out too successfully, and Moxness is just going to kick it out. Symes was tracking behind him, and instead of potentially getting outran, Moxness just decided to kick it out of play. And Slaus will throw it in for Fordham. Slaus. Headed. Symes. His shot was blocked. It looked like Angel. Looked like the ball went off Angel's. Noshenben able to hold on. A potential opportunity here as Peter will look at the replay here.
Yeah, we saw a little bit to the left there, but it looks like it hit the ground first, but it went back right into the air. And Dominic right there to save the ball.
Going back is Dixon. He'll just give it to Callum. He'll just pass it back to Callum. And then, a nice little pass there. Here's Teletioglu to his left side. To the middle, Nathan Symes was there. Torga Vedeborg made sure he stuck his foot to block the pass. Then the ball went up high in the air. Noshenben was able to make the save, and then right away he just boots it down the field. Is intended for Maxi Hopfer. Nathan Symes then kicks that ball out of bounds, and Duquesne will throw it in. Fordham will throw it in, actually. Symes.
Yeah, you could just see right there that Duquesne's really trying to make Fordham stuck in place there.
Sabari looked like he pushed Teletioglu down. Teletioglu does get back up, however, and play will resume. 8.5 left to go in the first half. Duquesne leads 2-1.
And is this another free kick by Fordham?
Yes, it will be. Fabrin. Hopfer was able to steal. Pushes down Jacob Gassing. Hopfer does not like that call at all. And a free kick will be awarded for Fordham once again.
Well, you saw before the whistle was blown, Akasha was right there with the ball handler there. Good defense until Maxi got the call.
Muck, Kasha, Akinjobin lined up in the wall. Pass intended, headed, oh, a little high. Noshaman was not too happy with the idea that Fordham was so close.
Checking in for Duquesne, number 33, Jaden Daw.
33, Jane Daw will enter for Duquesne as Kasha will hit the bench. Let's look at this replay on this potential opportunity for Fordham.
Yeah, it looks like Fordham got a little close there, and you can see why Dominic got a little heated there, especially after the ref.
Delatioglu had a nice opportunity there to head it in, wasn't able to do so. Could have tied the game, but it still remains 2-1 Duquesne. Noshaman will attempt this goal kick, and he's just going to pass it to Vitteborg. Vitteborg, his left side on Moxness. And both teams are trying to make a play here. Oh, Moxness, as he was trying to pass it, it looked like number 10, Espolita, pushed him while passing it, so they're going to call it a foul. And Moxness will regain possession, booted down, intended for Daw. I don't know if that ball actually went off Daw's head, but it was still able to go down the field. Akinjobin. Oh, how about Akinjobin right there? Toward the middle. Logan Muck trying to chase after it. And now he's just hoping to regain possession, and he does. Ekelund trying to head it was Muck. Took Jed Dixon down. They're going to call a foul here on Logan Muck. And Callum James will just boot it down the field. Oh, if Logan Muck was toward the middle of the field quicker, that could have potentially been a scoring opportunity there. Muck has the ball once again, and he's pushed to the ground by Ben Shepard. Oh, no, that's not Ben Shepard. That's number 5, Sebastian Fabrin. My apologies.
Yeah, you can see a little hand contact there with the back. Fabian getting the foul.
Jaden Daw trying to get to the ball. Duauer, yeah, he kicked it toward the sidelines, and Jaden Daw will just throw it back in for the Dukes.
It looks like Duquesne's trying to gain momentum here after the Fordham goal, but more momentum the better for Duquesne's offense here.
This ball should be expected to go in the middle of the box now. Jaden Daw was trying to throw it. Moxness headed the ball out. And what are they going to call this?
We have a Duquesne corner kick.
It's going to be a corner kick. Apparently it didn't go. I thought Moxness headed it out, but I must have hit off one of the Fordham players as well. So a corner kick opportunity here.
Yeah, it looks like Duquesne's trying to get ready for after the header, putting some players outside the box.
This is Ekelund with the corner kick for Duquesne. Ekelund toward the middle. Angel try to head it toward the middle of Vitteborg. Sabari. And Akinjobin's going to be called with a foul here. Akinjobin, I think, just wasn't too happy about how the whole sequence of events happened before. You see Sabari takes down Espolita.
Yeah, it looks like Akinjobin got a yellow card.
Akinjobin did get a yellow card. Yes, he did, Peter. The penalties are being applied in this game. There's Dixon, Jed Dixon, number 12, and number 4, Connor Duauer. Coach Brooks has seen how physical this game has been so far in the first half, and with another half, I expect the physicality to even increase. Vitteborg heads in. This is Gasing to Shepard. Shepard toward the middle to Espolita. Espolita trying to dance around 3 Duquesne defenders. And as that ball was heading toward the net, Noshaman just falls down on him.
Yeah, Dominic going out of its way to get the ball for Duquesne, repossessing the ball for the team.
Physicality that we mentioned so far tonight, Peter. 7 fouls called on both teams so far in the first half.
Yeah, and Duquesne getting 2 yellow cards and Fordham with only 1 yellow card. And that was from the little pushing match we had earlier in the game. So
Zabari, his shot is blocked by Dixon. Headed by Fordham. Ball goes out of play. Possession will remain to Duquesne. Waiting for the throw in now. Jaden Daw to Hopfer. Hopfer right side. His shot is going to be blocked by Jed Dixon. It'll be a throw in for Duquesne. Jed Dixon positioned himself in the right place to block Maxie Hopfer's shot here. 3 minutes left to go in the first half. Seeing if Duquesne can have one more attack here before the half ends. Daw throws it in the middle of the box. And Duauer just decides to clear it. Akinjobin, though, races back to it. Akinjobin, 2 guys on him. He takes down Gasing. However, they say the ball goes off of Gasing, and Akinjobin just throws it in. Logan Muck. Logan Muck taken down by Fabrin. And now Jed Dixon near the left sideline. This is Noshimbin now. Noshimbin will just boot it down the field. And that's a good job by Murik to make sure that Fordham would regain possession. Humrick has the goal for Fordham in this game. Ekelund and Jacob Kasha have the goals for Duquesne. Less than 2 minutes remaining now in the first half.
one thing that's really standing out to me is Fordham's 14 shots into the goal. Really showing how they're, despite Duquesne's defensive effort on the game.
Into the game for the Rams,
Fordham's
number
finding a way to
18,
put the ball
Daniel
around the net.
Dipolito.
Daniel Dipolito, number 18 for Fordham, checks into the game for the first time, while Delatioglu goes to the bench for the final minute and a half. Akinjobin steals that pass. He's running down the field with it. He's got Hopfer open in the middle. Akinjobin cuts back toward the middle. Oh, he was trying to hit Logan Muck. Logan Muck was running right toward the middle. Akinjobin was trying to pass it to Muck, hoping that Muck can control it with his chest and potentially control it to the ground.
1 minute remaining in the first half. 1 minute.
As Nathan Symes was trying to run to it, Noshman got to it first before Symes could have an attempt to shoot. Noshman telling his teammates to run down the field because he's going to boot this really far, actually. And Jaden Daw controls it. Kicks in, passes it in the air to the right for Hopfer. Hopfer shoots it, and that's caught by Callum James. And Callum James wants his team to have at least one more attack. He's going to boot it down the field. Torge Vitteborg was right there to head it. Ekelund back to Zabari. Zabari slows it down a little. Passes it back to Moxness, who passes it forward to Daw. Daw trying to dance, trying to go around Shepard, wasn't able to do so. Dixon.
10,
Dixon toward the middle.
9,
Moxness heads it.
8, 7,
However, this
6,
is a chance
5,
off the right
4,
foot. What a
3,
save by Noshimbin.
2, 1.
Daniel Dipolito had just entered the game. He tried shooting it to the left side of the goal. Noshimbin made a great save by diving to his right side to end.
And they have, I believe, 2 more games left in the season, correct?
Yes, 2 more, correct.
So-
After tonight, their last 2 home games of the year are against Princeton on Tuesday and Loyola Chicago next Saturday. We begin play in the second half as Harper Cook now has it on the right side of the field. He has Christopher Angel to his right. Passes instead up the middle of Hopfer. Kasha shoots it. That's a good kick save there by Callum James. Ball goes bouncing away. Duquesne tries to keep possession of it. And Delatioglu tries to pass it to Espolita. Fordham, however, still regains possession. And this is Fabrin. Fabrin. To Humrick. Humrick toward the middle. This is an opportunity for Espolita, and he scores.
Fordham goal
That
scored
is
by
not
number
Daniel
18,
Espolita, that's number 18, Daniel
Dippolito.
Dippolito, my apologies there. He scores a goal.
Assisted by number 3,
And we are tied at 2 in Duquesne.
This is just the beginning of the second half. This is going to be a
Goal
good
was scored in
game.
the 47th
But
minute.
Fordham was just moving the ball around, and as you, like you said earlier, right into the middle, and it was just an open goal made for Fordham. He had the opportunity and just kicked it right to the left. And Dominic and Ashkeman unable to save the ball there.
Daniel Dippolito entered the game late in the first half, had a shot on goal that was saved by Noshenbin as Noshenbin had dived to the right side. And after that close opportunity, Dippolito comes out of the break with a good opportunity and connects to tie the game at 2. And for Fordham, they have been known for years for giving Duquesne trouble, even if it's at home or on the road. Duquesne 12-0-2 in its past 14 games. And if they want to extend the streak to 15 straight games without a loss, they're really going to have to put everything that they can. Hopper falls to the ground as he passed it to Eklund. Eklund just shoots right into Callum James. And who knows, Peter, that early second half goal by Fordham, that might be giving them some momentum. As here's Espolita's shot. He shoots it right to Noshenbin, who was already diving to the ground. So just like that, 2 quick attacks by Fordham to begin the second half. If we look at the replay here, Espolita just kicks it right at Noshenbin. But if Espolita would have shot that maybe more to the left, I mean, you never know. That could have been a 3rd goal for Fordham.
Yeah, Duquesne really has to find a way to really prevent or really slow down Fordham's ball movement here in the second half. I mean, that was the key reason why Fordham got their goal early on this half.
I'm not sure if Casho wanted to pass that to the right to Hopfer, or he tried to shoot that, but the ball slowly trickled over to Callum James. And now he's bouncing the ball, waiting for his teammates to get down the field. Callum James, you're just joining us, 0-3-1, only the 5th game that he's played. But right now there's an opportunity for him to potentially win his first game of the season, and that ball by Christopher Angel is kicked out of play, and that might have hit on top because I heard a sound there, Peter.
Yeah, they hit the press box, but fortunately that wasn't our press box, so we're fine.
Delatioglu trying to work his way around Eklund. He does. Eklund pushed Degliotto. He wants a foul, and he's going to get the foul.
Yeah, it seems like Ask was just putting the right amount of pressure, and he wasn't really being physical or anything with that Fordham player there.
Foul, yes, is on Ask Eklund. He seems to be shocked. Let's look at the replay here. It's some grabbing between both players.
Yeah, he grabs the jersey, but
I think the ref saw the grab of the jersey, and that's when they decided to truly make the
the
call
foul, yeah.
of the foul. Yeah.
A valid reason.
Dixon will throw it in to Shepard. Ball goes out of play. Shepard. No, he won't throw it in. He'll just give it to his teammate instead to throw it in number 3, Timo Humrick. Humrick trying to work his way around to Duauer. Not Duauer. That was 8 Deladioglu. Quick. Gets tripped. Ball goes out. It should be Duquesne ball, and it is. Angel flips it to Harper Cook. And Duquesne looking to get back to its game right now. Spending a lot of time so far in Fordham zone. Looked like that ball went off Kasha, but they said it went off Fabrin. So Duquesne will regain possession. Dragosic throws it. Hopfer. Hopfer was being covered by Dixon. The ball keeps being headed around. Espolita tried to bicycle kick that to his teammate. Delatioglu. Espolita trying to work his way around Vitteborg now. They'll just pass it back. And Fordham seems to have some time now, maybe. Gasing. Duquesne kind of needs to clear this ball. Kasha. might be able to clear it. And now they're getting back. And now Duquesne is attacking in Fordham zone. Connor Dewauer sticks his foot in to deflect the pass. Duquesne player was tripped up and no foul there.
Yeah, it seems like Fordham's really picked up their defensive pressure here in this second half. Really trying to limit Duquesne's possession of the ball.
And a bad pass by Fordham gives Duquesne the ball back. Anthony Harden will run toward the ball. Now he's waiting to see which of his players can throw it in. Which of his players are open so he can throw it into. That seemed to be headed by Vittelborg.
Yeah, it looks like it just went right back into the mass of soccer players right in front of the goal there.
Quick throw in once again. Hopfer, his shot from the corner goes off. Dewauer. Cash. No, that's not Cash. That's Harden's shot who's blocked.
Yeah, it was blocked by number 5 on Fordham. Sebastian Faber.
Sebastian Faber.
But as I said before, it looks like Fordham's really picking up their defensive effort here. Limiting shots for Duquesne, and most importantly, limiting the possession of the ball for Duquesne.
Fabrin tried clearing it. Harper Cook tries to boot in. He was trying to pass it to his intended player, number 32, Cameron Tarita, but Callum James was able to grab and make the save there. Let's take a look at the replay here. Here's Cook. Yeah, Tarita. Callum didn't have to travel far just to make the save. He just basically stood right there to make the catch.
Yeah, it looks like he was trying to head the ball in, but Colin James just right there to prevent the shot opportunity for him.
Dixon headed the ball to Shepard. Shepard probably thought the ref was his teammate for a second, the way he was looking at him. Espolita to his left. And Humrick, Noschenben, grabs on, holds on to it. Lines this ball. And this is Dragicic near the sideline. Keeps it in play, working around 2 Fordham players. It's Moxness, Vittelborg.
Yeah, I think Duquesne's really trying to find a way to get around Fordham's defense here.
Cross to Angel, to Ekelin, and Vittelborg. Duquesne making slow passes right now, as they just need to slowly get up the field and get open. Missed pass there. Fordham regains possession. That was a missed pass there too. Angel just decides to boot it. Looks like it's going out of play, but it isn't. That's 17, Jacob Gassing, that decided to keep it in. Ekelin couldn't handle that pass well, and Jeb Dixon now goes down the field with it. Dixon has Espolita to his left, and that's who he'll pass it to. Espolita toward the middle. Number 8, Florian Deletioglu tried heading in. He tried heading it toward the right side. Wasn't able to do so as he wasn't positioned. He wasn't positioned near the middle of the net. Noschenben to Vittelborg to Angel. Duquesne will regroup. Kasha wasn't able to successfully complete his pass there. Harper Cook coming from behind. That's a good job to stop the pass there. He's pushed down by Sebastian Fabrin. Kind of surprised there that no call was made. It was a great defensive effort by Harper Cook, no question about it. And it just looked Fabrin just pushed him.
Yeah, Fabrin just put his arm right on him, just shoved him.
Fabrin is called for a foul there. So the free kick, and Duquesne once again regains possession. We are tied at 2 here in the second half, as 10 minutes have been played so far in the second half, as Angel just passes it to Noschenben. Noschenben to his left, and Moxness. Moxness to Noshiman. Not from the angle we were at, it looked like Noshiman's ball was going to get kicked out. Kick in the air. Noshiman.
Oh, collision there with Dominic Nashkabin. And number 8 for Fordham, Florian
Delatioglu. Florian Delatioglu's down on the ground.
I mean, yeah, it looked like Dominic was right in the air before Florian ran right into him, so I don't know what he was thinking, honestly, but I mean, I implored the effort, but it seemed a bit unnecessary on my part.
Delatioglu was doing everything in his power just to get to the ball. I mean, I think he thought even if he wasn't going to get to it, I think he was hoping to maybe even take Noshiman down, but instead he goes down. As Carlo Acquista, head coach for Fordham, needs to make sure that Delatioglu's okay. As you see, head coach Chase Brooks talking to Harper Cook, taking a little water break there.
Yeah, and Delatioglu being handed a yellow card for the game.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he wanted to continue to play physical, but these yellow cards can start adding up, though, because then next thing you know, a foul like that, which you, Peter, you could arguably agree, maybe you didn't need to make that play, but say there's another foul called on your way that arguably isn't one, then you get a red card, and then you're
out for the game.
You're out for the game, so it wasn't the best decision there. But maybe that hit there that can start getting Duquesne's players to think to themselves, well, this team's just playing physical no matter what. We cannot get beat by them. That could be the mentality there. Well, for Fordham, it's just, well, you're just going to continue to be physical unless it really does hurt you. A yellow card is hurtful, but a red card and a potential suspension could even hurt even more. Fabrin kicked it back while in the air. Delatioglu to Espolita. Turning and working ways around Cook. Trying to pass it to Espolita. Angel off, headed by Cook. Kasha is getting pressured by Dixon.
Looks like a handball was called.
Yeah, the ball's going to go back to Fordham, and it looked like it went off the ball hit off the hand of Ask Ekelin. And a free kick opportunity here for Ben Shepard. See if Shepard wants to shoot it toward the middle of the net. Does. Vitteborg headed that down. Fordham, however, can regroup and try to create another play. This ball, and looked like that was last touched by Humrick, and it is. So a goal kick.
Returning for Duquesne, number 33, Jaden Daw.
And Duquesne.
And Jaden Daw coming in for Jacob Kasha. It's good to see that Kasha gained some rest, and he's really putting in the effort.
He sure has. Noshiman, 9 saves so far in this game, 2 shy from his record, and is 3 saves away from breaking his own record, in which he recorded 11 saves against Howard earlier in the month of September.
We only have over half an hour left in the half. Like I'm sure he will get it.
But I agree with you, Peter. The idea that this game is tied, and none of these teams really want to tie, especially Duquesne. Fordham might. Actually, no, neither team wants a tie. With the way that seeding is right now for both teams.
Yeah.
Jaden Daw.
Yeah, Duquesne really trying to seal off their 1 seed for the conference, and Fordham really trying to break away from the 8th seed tie.
So here's Callum James now with the ball. For Fordham, they have had
back in for Fordham, number 22, Savas
shots so far in the game.
Christoforu.
Savas Christoforu is back in the game after number 10, Daniel Espolita, hits the bench. I think they give Espolita just a little bit of a breather, as I don't think Espolita is going to be on the bench for that long with how well he's been playing and his aggressiveness. Delatioglu. That was a good effort there as he made sure that ball deflected off Viteborg. Dipolito toward the middle and Shepard.
Good.
Shepard.
Great defensive effort made by Jaden Dodd there.
You could say Jaden Daw alongside Ask Ekelin made sure that Shepard wouldn't be able to pass the ball, as Callum James is his intended pass. Goes into some Duquesne students. One of them catches the ball and play resumes.
Good save right there by the Duquesne student.
Good thing they were aware of that, because they could have been hit by the ball.
Yeah, especially when you're that close to the field of play.
Harper Cook now getting pressured by Cristoforu. Looks like Dixon will take the free kick for Fordham. No, Callum James is going to take this. Oh, he's got a lot of space to kick, so if he can kick it far, he kicks it near toward the left sideline. That goes out of bounds. Harper Cook made sure that number 3, Timo Humrick, would not have an opportunity to save it. Drakasic will throw the ball back in for Duquesne. Intended for Hopfer. Jeb Dixon made sure that Hopfer wouldn't get the ball. Jaden Dahl then had it. Couldn't possess it so cleanly. And now ball's back to Fordham. Cristoforu on the left side. He might be trying to pass it to Delatioglu in the middle, but instead kicks the ball off
Corner
Angel
kick for the Rams.
and out of bounds. Be a corner kick for Fordham, and Ben Shepard is going to be the Ram to take this corner kick. Dominic Nostrom been instructing his teammates to stand and position themselves where they need to be. Ball toward the middle. It's headed away from Viteborg.
Yeah, like I said before the half started play, Fordham had 5 corner kicks, and that's just one way that Fordham has had continuing their offensive opportunities to get shots onto the goal.
A foul was called on Fordham, as Angel was on the ground earlier waving his hands. I think he got pushed, and that's why the foul was called. Angel tells Daw to get closer. Ben Shepard trying to break the pass up, almost did. Torito to Hopfer. Hopfer passes it quickly to the middle to Daw. Jaden Daw to the right side, and Cook. Cook tries across the middle. Hopfer tried heading it. Drakasic tried to kick it in with his left foot, wasn't able to do so. Harden will go near the corner. He'll just let the ball go out as he realizes that Duquesne will still have the ball here.
Yeah, it looks like it was a great shot opportunity for Hoffer, trying to head it into the goal, but Fordham was right there to contest it.
They had 2 good opportunities there, Duquesne. Hopfer could have kicked it in. Headed in. Hopfer could have headed it in, and Drakasic could have kicked it in. This is a shot. Oh, that's blocked. That was a good job there by
Harper Cook just cooking it right to the mass with players there.
Torito tried passing to Eklund. Viteborg's got to go run back and get it. He tripped up 22, Cristoforu. Before him, however, they still regain possession, working on that right sideline. Ball goes out, and there'll be a corner kick coming for Fordham. These corner kicks, they're really coming in for Fordham. Now they really just need to capitalize
Corner kick for Fordham.
on one of these corner kicks, and if they do, they could potentially see themselves in the lead. That's 6, Ben Shepard. You see in the corner.
This is now Fordham's 6th corner kick of the game, and Duquesne only having 1 corner kick.
Statistics like that could really make an impact and change the impact of a game.
Yeah, possession of the ball, especially in soccer, when it leads to offensive opportunities like we've seen in this game, really detrimental for the outcome.
A lot of Duquesne's players lined up in the penalty in the box. This ball, that hit the crossbar.
Yeah, it looked like someone made contact with Dominic in the while he was trying to make a save there.
Noshimbin down to the ground. That's number 2, Jacob Slaus.
Let's see the replay of this.
So Shepard corner kicks this. Noshimbin was trying to make the save. That ball hits off the Jack Slaus. Ball hits off the crossbar. So Gasing wanted to shoot it. He did. Noshimbin made the save.
Yeah, it looked like number 22 for Fordham, Savash Christoforlu, made contact with Dominic Nashkabin.
Oh, he's down to the ground too. I wasn't even paying attention to that, Peter.
It looks like Dominic Nashkabin's okay. Just needs to take a breather for a bit. Maybe made contact with the head. It looks like he's talking with the trainer there.
Game continues to be physical. You see Noshimbin makes the save. Oh, you can see the 22, Christoforu, grabs his left arm.
Yeah, but it was a...
Maybe his shoulder or arm made contact with Noshimbin in a very hard manner.
Yeah, but it looks like that one kick made by Jack Sluice that hit the crossbar. That was a lucky kick for Duquesne there.
Entering for the Rams, number 10, Daniel
With Dominic
Espolita.
being down, there was no one to stop the ball going in, really.
I agree, Peter. And with Christopher who heading toward the bench, that brings back number 10, Daniel Espolita. But yeah, Peter, what you said about these corner kicks today, 6-1 now. Fordham's leading the category over Duquesne. You saw how close Slaus was to score, and you got to think about it. If you're Duquesne, continue to let these corner kicks happen. The sooner rather than later, you think Fordham is going to knock on the door, and I thought right there that could have been an opportunity.
Yeah, it seems like a second chance opportunity, out of those corner kicks, is very...
Angel was trying to pass to Dobb, but was headed by Dixon. Duquesne, however, still has it. Dragosic to Cook. Cook back to Eklund. Eklund decides to kick it across to Vitteborg, and Vitteborg will scan down the field to see who's open. Sees that no one really is open down the field, so he'll just pass it to Angel. Angel points his way toward the field, hits Cook. Cook heads in. Cook wanted to head and control the ball, but was able to just head it, and Fordham was able to kick it down the field. Vitteborg, ball goes out of play. And it looks like another substitution is in for Fordham, number 9. Ben Lekperik comes back into the game as number 18,
For the
Daniel
Rams,
DiPolito,
checking back in, number 9,
who
Ben
scored the most
Lekperik.
recent goal for Fordham to tie this game up at 2, goes to the bench. A little over 25, minute 25 of 2 left in the game as we are tied at 2 between Fordham and Duquesne. Dixon tries to head it. Was trying to head in for an offensive attack, wasn't able, so Hopfer hit Cook. Cook back to Hopfer. Hopfer running toward the sideline, toward the end line. Ball doesn't go out. Angel and Delatioglu were battling. Here's Espolita left side. Espolita runs past Vitteborg. No one was open, but this is a chance for Humik. Humik shot high. Humik's shot was so high.
Yeah, it seems like Torge was there to stop Espolita with his initial kick towards the goal, but
before Umrik's shot, there was a pass that Espolita had toward the middle. I have no idea who that was intended to, but if there was a Fordham player that was more toward the middle of the goal. Could have been a nice shot on goal for Fordham. Duquesne lucky, however, that didn't happen. And Noshiman will kick it to Da.
And
A
another
stoppage of play here.
It seems like the refs are really articulate with every team, both teams right now for tonight.
Callum James will kick it near outside the 40-yard line of his side of the field. Boots in. Angel heads in. Fordham, they're working that left sideline. Fabrin toward the middle. Espolita, back pass. That was a nice pass. Teledioglu goes down.
And that was some good defense made by Cameron Torito there. Really preventing them from trying to kick it towards the goal.
Give a lot of credit to Teledioglu for doing everything in his power to get away from Torito, but Torito got the best of him there. Hopfer. Pass was intended for him. Hopfer trying to get the ball back, and Duke, he's able to. This is Ekelin. He'll pass it across, back across to Angel. To the sideline, and Cook. Dragicic. Dragicic looked like he wanted to fake he faked the shot there. Dragicic trying to work his way around Dixon near the end line, and that's a good defensive play by Ben Shepard to kick it out. However, Angel and Duquesne still has it. Angel decides to kick it back for Vitteborg, and Duquesne will regroup.
Yeah, this regrouping seems very necessary for Duquesne. A little bit out of their tempo there for the offense.
Moxness to Vitteborg. Torito and Angel. Angel, Torito. Just making these small passes right now.
It looks like they're trying to find a way to go around Fordham's defense here on the edge.
Angel tried to pass it forward to Daw. Daw with his long stride was able to get to it. Daw trying to pass it. He's able to. Torito in the middle. Torito, oh, he was trying to find Harper Cook. He was trying to pass it forward to Harper Cook. Cook looked like he was going to outrun his defender, number 3, Humick, and that could have been a good opportunity there. Ekelin, Angel, have no idea where these passes are going. Noshiman just stops in and kicks it to Moxness. Moxness up ahead was headed by Slaus. Hopfer. Back to Dorito. Hopfer trying to get to it. That ball goes out of bounds. Kicked out by Duauer. Look, and Moxness looked like he'll throw it in.
Returning is number 29,
Number 29,
Logan Muck.
Logan Muck returns for Duquesne. As Nate Dragicic. He's behind. Callum James catches and makes the save there. James boots it quickly. Espolita down the field. Alongside Delatioglu. Cameron Torito trips up. Duauer. And the Dukes still have possession.
I was going to say earlier, Torquay Wittenberg and Cameron Torito, it looks like they were right there to stop Fordham from getting that offensive opportunity.
Vitteborg. Moxness. Moxness working that sideline. Harden gets it to Muck. Muck seemed to have taken one of the Fordham players down. Here's Jaden Daw. He goes down. No call there. And this seems to be evened out. Espolita.
Yeah, Fordham here really trying to get through Duquesne's defense here, but Duquesne's defense really not having any of it.
Espolita tried passing it to Delatioglu, but Vitteborg was able to get in front of Delatioglu and passed it back to goalkeeper Dominic Noshiman. Jeb Dixon. He was trying to hit Espolita and just passed it too far out of his reach. Angel back to Noshimbin. Moxness, I have this. Just the way that this game's been paced so far. A lot of back and forth. Both teams have had chances since that second goal by Fordham. That you just feel like that a goal is going to be scored again at some point. You just don't feel a tie, just the way that both teams have been able to pass it to each other, but just haven't been able to click. Pass was intended for Delatioglu.
Yeah, it seems like the past couple minutes I've really been have been both Duquesne and Fordham really trying to get a momentum shift for their offense here, but their defense has been really competitive here, and that's why we really haven't been seeing really that many shots and that many shots on goal for the past couple minutes.
A yellow card was handed to Maxi Opfer after taking down number 4 Conrado Duauer. You can see right here. Actually didn't fall to the ground, just more of a push.
Yeah.
But
maybe.
But Duauer was like out on the ground, but it wasn't because of Opfer. Interesting. Moxness just clears in. Delatioglu looked like he was going to shoot it on net, but wasn't able to. There's
returning for the Rams, number 14, Nathan Symes.
There's number 14, Nathan Symes, who re-enters the game as Florian Delatioglu goes back to the bench. Maybe it's Nathan Symes who can do something for Fordham going into this game. Leads the Rams with 5 goals and 12 points. Moxness will throw it for Duquesne, intended for Daw. Daw was trying to head it to Hopfer. Hopfer passes it to his right to Cook. Cook across to Muck. Muck and Duquesne slowly trying to get across the field. Muck's tripped up. And there will be a foul called there. That was number 9, Ben Leperic.
Yeah, Luke really trying to get around Ben right there, but just couldn't find a way around it.
Yeah, it's a good play by Muck, too. I mean, the idea that he probably saw down the field that nobody was open. Might as well try to go around him, knowing that he could potentially be tripped, causing a foul, and that's what happened there. This is Harden. Try to pass it toward the middle of the net. Moxness could not reach for it. And it'll be a goal kick for Callum James and Fordham. 16 and a half left to go in the second half. We are tied at 2 between Fordham and Duquesne. Callum boots in, and no one went after the ball.
It looks like the ref stopped the play there. And now Fordham gain a kick right into their zone. So let's see what happens here.
Let's see what Fordham can do on this free kick chance. That's a boot.
Yeah, Duquesne gain possession of the ball again. Don't know what for, but play's been stopped.
Play resumes. Noshimbin to Angel. Angel up the field trying to pass it to Daw. Torito tried hitting the ball with his chest. As that's once again Leperic with the foul. Leperic playing physical, but he's got to watch how physical he is.
Yeah, the ball is just in the air, and he just has an arm right on Torito and just pushes him right to the ground. Fortunately, Torito was able to get back up again, so it's good to see.
Leperic just came back in about 2 or 3 minutes ago. And now we got some Another substitution.
Looks like Nate Dragic is coming in for Ekelin.
And Lekperik, after causing 2 fouls, goes to the bench as Florian
Into the game,
Florian
number 8,
Deletioglu
Florian
enters back in for the Fordham
Deletioglu.
Rams.
And number 23, Nate Dragic.
Harden's free kick. That was a great job by Dixon to head it out. Harden jumps to try to control it. He just passes it back to Noshman. I don't know if Noshman was ready for that, but he was. Hopfer trying to get to the ball, but Dixon just heads it back to Callum James. Less than 15 minutes remaining now in this A10 conference matchup, senior night for Duquesne. And we're tied at 2 after an early second half goal by Fordham has tied it up. Symes, ball was too high and not close to him as Noshman catches the ball there. Noshman to Angel. Angel, Noshman to Moxness. Will we end in a tie, or will one of these teams break this tie before the end of this game?
I mean, both teams' defensive here have really been going at it. Getting physical, preventing passing lanes. It's going to be a tough call.
Angel and Vitteborg running back to it as Espolita could not run quick enough for that ball for Duquesne. Nathan Symes could have run faster. He could have potentially broke up that pass, potentially intercepted. Back to Torito, to Muck. Slowly, Muck goes. Knowing that there's not much time remaining, every time that either team is in its opposing area zone, got to make the best of it. Shepard tried passing it to Espolita, and the stoppage is made. Foul is going to be called on Duquesne. It's Logan Muck.
Yeah, Logan Muck, I think, just running right into that Fordham player there while he was kicking it.
No, foul's actually called on Harper Cook. Actually, I thought it was Logan Muck. He went to, Muck kind of did take him to the ground, but
Yeah.
what we see, foul was called on Cook.
Yeah, Duquesne just sending it right into the out of bounds area. So number 3 for Fordham, Timo Humerick would be throwing it in.
Trying to control. Oh, that shot hits off the head of Angel, and Angel goes down. Daniel Espolita was trying to shoot it toward the net. Angel, you can see right here, Espolita controls it,
Yeah,
and Angel's just in a bad place. Espolita didn't kick him in the head; the ball just hit his head.
yeah, Espolita's shot just right in front of Angel there.
And with Angel going down, that stops the clock with 12 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in the second half. Vitteborg tries to give Angel some water to hydrate him up because the Duke still want him on the field with 12:05 remaining.
Yeah, and Coach Brooks there having a conversation with the ref, figuring out what's going on.
Both teams have had 3 yellow cards so far today. Both teams have played physical and made some costly fouls then they wish they could have back. 12 fouls for Fordham, 13 for Duquesne. Both teams have allowed 2 goals. Noshenbin has made 10 saves for the Dukes. Callum James has made 4 saves for Fordham.
And one thing that's really standing out to me is the fouls. We have a total of 25 fouls, 13 of which are Duquesne's and 12 of which are Fordham's. So this has been a really aggressive game.
Angel to the sideline. That goes off the right shoulder of Dixon. They don't let Hopfer throw it right away, and Cook will throw it to Jaden Daw. Dixon was covering him. Here's Hopfer. Pressured by Dixon. Ball goes out of bounds on Dixon. It looked like it did, but after the ball hit Dixon, they say it went off Hopfer. Out of bounds behind the end line, and a goal kick is going to be awarded to Callum James and Fordham.
Yeah, let's see here. Maxie kicks it and goes. I can't really tell.
From this angle, it doesn't look like it goes off Hopfer. But this is soccer and all sports are just a game of angles. Dragosic won that one. Try to head it to Hopfer. Angel. And Humrick with a quick throw-in. This is Symes blocked.
Yeah, that's some great defensive effort made by Christopher Angel there.
Nathan Symes wanted a shot, and that was a good block there. We have a corner kick opportunity for Fordham.
And this will be Fordham's 7th corner kick.
Ben Shepard. He decides just a little quick pass to Espolita. Espolita shot just left side of the net. That was Ben Shepard. Wanted to give Fordham its first lead of the day, but was not able to. Ask Ekelund will come back in for Duquesne. Logan Muck goes on the bench. And for Fordham,
Entering the game
number 20.
for Fordham, number 20, Paolo Primavera.
Paolo Primavera, he enters the
For
game
Duquesne,
for the first
number
time
31,
today,
Ask Ekelund.
as Nathan Symes will go back to the bench. Angel. Daw controls it with his chest. Shepard was able to take the ball away from him. Primavera. Delatioglu. Jaden Daw. Humrick. Shepard. That's headed by Cook. Hopfer battling with Dixon. Dixon made sure that Hopfer couldn't steal the ball away from him. And Dixon just passed it back to James. James needs to clear. Hopfer trying to attack. Hopfer was trying to block the pass. Moxness prevents the ball from going out of play and then passes it toward the middle to Daw. Daw off Ekelund.
And here comes a momentum shift for Fordham's offense here. Let's see what they can do with it.
Delatioglu. This is Shepard. Shots blocked by Angel. Right place, right time for Christopher Angel, as Ben Shepard had an opportunity to give Fordham his first lead of the day. Cook to the middle, quick touch pass to Angel. Vittelborg Moxness. Hopfer. Across. There's Cook. Cook positions himself to remain on side. Cook, Hopfer, shot. Blocked by number 4, Conrado Duauer.
Yeah, Maxie was right in the middle to go there. That's a golden area for a shot.
The patience by Cook, Hopfer, but it was just right place, right time for Connor Duauer, as Callum James really didn't have to make the save there. Corner kick, Moxness. Hopfer goes down. No foul, no call. Duquesne wanted it. Cook up ahead to Dragosic. Dragosic works his way around. Fabrin. Dragosic. Nobody was there. But it's Torito. Daw. Torito. This is Harper Cook once again on the right sideline, using his patience, trying to hit toward the middle. Daw trying to save it. He's not going to be able to. Kicks the ball at the bench in frustration. Number 18, Daniel DiPolito will enter back in for Fordham.
Number 18,
as number
Daniel
6,
DiPolito.
Ben Shepard will head to the bench. Shepard overall good game. made his presence all around. He might come back in, but during the time he was out, made his presence felt. That's for sure. Both teams battling headers. Ball goes out of play.
Yeah, Duquesne really trying to see what they could do, setting up their offense, trying to get around Fordham's defense here.
This is a throw-in that's intended for Daw or Hopfer. Hopfer, quick throw-in. Jaden Daw trying to go around Timo Humrick wasn't able to do so. Callum James boots it down the field, left side. Delatiogo, header. This is Primavera. DiPolito. He's got space. Trying to work around defenders, wasn't able to do so. And let's see what Duquesne can do with 6 minutes left. Here's Ask Ekelin. Running down the field, he's got Maxi Hopfer on the right side. Hopfer trying to work his way around Dixon. Dixon faked him out for a second. Dixon shot blocked, but a corner kick opportunity. That was a good job by Dixon, making sure there was no cross pass. There was no pass across the middle.
Corner kick.
Duquesne, however, has a corner kick now. As we're hitting close to the final minutes.
Yeah, before Duquesne had the offensive opportunity there by Maxi Hopfer, it looks like Duquesne's defense was really swarming Fordham's offense. So good to see that defense hasn't let up
Clock
throughout the game.
stopped with 5 minutes, 37 seconds. Coach Brooks wants to know something that happened before. It's number 22, Anthony Harden. Will attempt this corner kick, as you see Callum James spinning his gloves, just in case that the ball travels near him. And if it does, hoping that that liquid on his gloves can help him make the save.
Yeah, let's see what Duquesne can do here with
Harden.
this corner kick.
Header, that is caught. That is into the hands of James, and James will roll it. Ball just goes out of bounds. I had no idea where or who that pass was intended to. See Harden's kick again.
Yeah, it was a good
That
header.
was headed by Vitaborg.
It was a good header made by Torgay, but as I said before, positioning is the key for all goalkeepers here in soccer. So
Hopfer. He tried passing it to Cook. That was broken up. Primavera trying to get to the ball. And Vitaborg just gives it to Dom. Passes back to Dom. Cook tries to head it toward Hopfer. Dixon is able to kick it. Angel and Primavera battle. Espolita checking to make sure he's on side. Gets past Torito. Slide tackles. Is able to control the ball after sliding and get the ball back. DiPolito gets pushed to the ground. Primavera just kicks it toward the sideline over there. But we have a stoppage in play, and a call is going to be made. Let's take a look at the replay here, Peter.
yeah, it looks like Fordham's really trying to get around Ask Ekelin there, but Duquesne's defense, as usual, really trying to stop all ball movement there. Ask Ekelin's going to be upset by the call, but
Yeah, right call. Ekelin pushes DiPolito to the ground. And this could be Fordham's best opportunity of the night to take the lead. Here's the shot, up high and wide.
yeah, over the goal post, nothing really much you could do about that one.
Timo Humrick wanted to record his second goal of the game. Was not able to. Duquesne made a wall. Ball goes high above the crossbar. And we remain tied at 2.
Yeah, when it comes to kicks like that, it's nothing really you can do, especially when you have a wall of defenders right in front of you. Only thing you can really do is try to go around it, but the defenders are really that close to you, nothing much you can do.
Noshman lets the ball roll toward him. Drops it down. Kicks in near to the left sideline. Cook headed it down. Espolita passes it with his chest to Degliotto. Espolita. Pass didn't go where he wanted to, and Dragosic has it. Dragosic back to Vidalborg. Dragosic to Angel. Angel is trying to pass it up the field to Harper Cook and wasn't able to connect. Dipolita wanted to attack, and we have a player down for Fordham. That's number 5, Sebastian Fabern. As Cameron Torito had made contact with him, it looks like it, going to the ground. Hopfer wondering why the clock was really stopped.
I mean, both teams really not trying to have a outcome of a tie here, because this game could really have implications for playoff seeding.
It really does. A yellow card is going to be applied to Duquesne. Looks like, unless they just take it away. Free kick, though, however, will be given to Fordham and Jeb Dixon. Jed Dixon to Callum James. Hopfer trying to break up the pass. Dixon tried passing it to Humrick. Humrick throws it in quickly. Espolita earning toward the end line. Kicks around. Moxness got his leg in there to defend it. Both teams are raising their hands about something. One of these teams at the end of this play will be happy.
Yeah, Angel. Oh.
Let's look at this replay here. Torito.
Yes,
He gets knocked to the ground. That's what that is. Fouls on Timo Humrick. Jaden Daw heads it. Harper Cook trying to attack. They say that ball goes off of Humrick. Jaden Daw will throw it in. No, he won't. He drops the ball. And Dragosic will throw it in. Dragosic really close to his bench. Minute 30 left to go in the game. Dragosic throws in toward the middle. Didn't go where he wanted to, and Harper Cook will run back to get it. Cook to Noshambin. Noshambin boots it down. Hopfer needs to control it, and it's headed down by Jack Slouse.
Yeah, it seems like Duquesne's really trying to get their
1 minute remaining in the second half. 1 minute.
Less than 1 minute remaining in the game. Dragosic boots in. Slouse kicks it out. Harper Cook heads in. Vidalborg heads it as well. Jaden Daw heads it to the right side. There's Maxi Hopper. Maxi Hopper shoots. And Callum James able to stop it. James boots it. Delatioglo. Espolita.
Yeah,
Vidalborg went to the ground. No call made there. Dragosic. Nice pass to Hopfer as that ball didn't go out of play. Dragosic tries to head it. Jaden Daw trying to bicycle kick it out of bounds.
8,
He's on the ground.
7,
That's probably
6,
the best,
5,
the last chance.
4, 3,
Jaden Daw
2,
could have had an opportunity to win
1.
the game, and he doesn't. Let's look at this replay. Hopfer across the middle. Jaden Daw trying to bicycle kick it behind, hoping
Final
that it will go
score,
toward the
Duquesne
net.
2,
And it
Fordham
goes
2.
wide to the left of the net.
that
As a
would've been
reminder, we ask that all fans
great
please
highlight.